What's going on YouTube? It's Ikeo here and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'll be showing you guys how to become a swing trader and how to make $1,000 a day. So let's get straight into it. So if you're new to the channel, the one thing that we trade is something called ICC. What does ICC stand for? ICC stands for the indication, correction, and the continuation. What does it look like? It looks something like this. Here's a drawing. You can screenshot this. You can take a picture. This is typically how ICC works. Okay. So let me draw lines for you to help you understand. ICC is basically the indication, correction, the continuation, where there's the upside or the downside. So indication, correction, continuation. So most people's like, oh, that's just a higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, or a lower low, lower high, lower high. That is true. That's basically all ICC is, but there's a little bit more to it. So how to become a swing trader and start making $1,000 a day with proper risk management. Let's take this chart for example, right? So as we're looking at this chart, what can you guys identify? What can you guys see? Basically, you can obviously see you have a high in the market, you have a low in the market, you have a support and resistance, and then you have a lower high. So if I was looking for buys, what will I be waiting for price to do since we trade ICC, which is a indication, a continuation. This cat is my thing. I'm saying it wrong. An indication, correction, and a continuation. So if I'm looking for buys, I'm looking for a price to break this level here and create something like this, an indication, a correction, and start to build structure back up. Looking something similar to this right here. Looking something similar to this right here. On a uptrend, price will make higher highs, higher lows, higher high, high lows. On a downtrend, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, lower highs. So now that we understand that, let's go back over here. So what I want to do to help you understand and make this a lot easier, we're just going to drag this line all the way over. And this is exactly how you become a swing trader. Follow with me now. This is very important. So when price is above here, what is the first level that we're going to target? The first level we're going to target is obviously going to be, so like I said, I would get into buys above this lower high right here. But if you guys want to be a little bit more risky, you still can get into a buy above this support level right here. But like I said, this isn't an indication already. Well, yes, it is. Technically, this is an indication in a correction. It just fell below the level, which meaning it did not want to actually begin to be a bullish trend. It decided to be a bearish trend. So yes, you can take buys above this level right here. And this is how you become a swing trader. So let's say you're targeting this lower high right here that's on the far left that we see obviously clear as day right here. He was like, okay, I'm gonna take a buy once price closes right above this level again. Once I'm gonna take a buy once price closes above this level again, right here, and then I'm gonna target here. So instead of getting completely out of your trade, this is how you become a swing trader, and this is also how you preserve capital. Because the main goal in this game isn't to make money; it's to compounding interest, and also is to protect your capital. Because if you protect your capital, you're good. So your first TP will be here. Your second TP will be obviously something like here, and your max TP will obviously be this high up here. So let's watch price play out. So you wouldn't target necessarily this first TP since you're swing trading means we won't be in a trade longer than a day to maybe a week. You're gonna target this all time. You're gonna target this high up here. Okay. But this is the very important part. So let's watch price play out so I can give you an example of what I'm talking about. Boom. So once price hits this first area right here, this first lower high, this area right here, what you're gonna do is move stops to break even, and then you're gonna take 25% profit, okay? Which is partial close. And then you're going to leave the rest running. And then you're going to set alerts. You're going to set multiple alerts. So you're going to set alerts. You're going to set multiple alerts on this way up. So worst case scenario, you still made money and you took all risk off the chip. So you're going to set multiple alerts. So you're going to set multiple alerts for this high, and this high. So that's 3 different stops, 3 different alerts, 3 different milestones. Okay. So as price is going up, you will hear the alerts. You're not looking at the charts. You're enjoying your life. You're like, ding, boom. It passed this lower high. Okay, boom. Move stops to break even. Take 25% profits off the table. There's a risk-free trade. Already made money. Boom. I'm going to leave the rest running all the way to my max TP, which is this third TP up here, this third high. And you're going to set alerts. So you're not looking at the charts. The main thing that's different from a swing and a scalper just always in their phone, heart panicking. No, we set alerts. We forget about it. We go live life. We got other stuff to do. We got to touch some grass. You know what I mean? So let's just see how this trade completely plays out. You still in this trade. You remember you move stops to break even. Even if it was to go all the way back down, you still made profit. You're still in this trade. And you're just holding it. But you wouldn't even see all this. You wouldn't even be checking the charts like, oh my God, it's reversing. It was reversing. You wouldn't because you set your alerts for the proper destinations. Boom. Our max TP completely smacked. And this trade took, let's see, from Wednesday all the way till Monday. So almost like a 7 day, 7 day ish trade, a complete swing trade. You held it for almost an entire week, or if that's a week exactly. You see what I mean? But this move up here, you would have made like maybe 20, 30K. If I told you right now, if most of you guys are working a job and aren't full time, if I told you right now, you can make $30,000, but you gotta wait 6 days. You gotta wait a week and some change. You're gonna do that. But when it comes to trading, what you guys see all on the internet and stuff like that is, oh, I gotta make money today, scalp, scalp, scalp. NAS 100, like chill. Okay, think of the long game, and this is an easier move to identify. And also, if you guys is if it's hard for you guys to become swing traders, I'm gonna tell you this right here. Since we know this over here, that price will never break its structure. Basically, on an uptrend, price will never break its higher highs and higher lows if it's a true uptrend. On a downtrend, it will never break its lower lows and lower highs if it's on a true downtrend. That being said, let's say you are still you're trying to navigate, you too scared, you don't know what price is doing, you never held before, you just becoming a swing, right? As long as price, since it's on an uptrend, the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high is going to form a higher low. Since price is creating structure to become a uptrend or up here, until price shows you something different, you should not be worried. Okay, I know on scalping, you see one candle, you get nervous, you lose all your money. But when swing trading is, as long as price isn't breaking structure, as long as we don't see something like this, then we shouldn't be worried about price going a different direction. Until then, we just hold it because there's no point. So let's see how it fully plays out. It just keeps going up. It literally just keeps going up until we see something different. Why are we trying to get out of a trade? We're not seeing anything different from a uptrend. What is that? Higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Okay, are you following me? The very moment we see price forms on a downtrend, like I said over here, a lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. That's when we completely close our trade completely. Okay, but at this point, since price hit our max TP right here, we we already took like 95% profit. We just enjoying the other 5%. So price can do whatever it wants to do at this point. We just enjoying the fruits of our labor. You know what I mean? Now let me show you another chart in real time that I'm gonna be trading. So as we can see, this is so now let me show you another chart that I will be trading this week that gives you another example of what I'm talking about. So as we can see, we have a all-time high, we have a higher high, and we have a low. And let's say we're looking for buys, correct? Price has to break above this level and create structure to the upside. What I mean, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. ICC, indication, correction, continuation. Okay, that's what we'll be looking for. So to become a swing trader, for you to like get your nerves down, for you to be calm, like I said, you will take buys above this level. To calm your nerves, you'll take buys above this level, and your first TP will be this higher high, which is over here. Then your second one will be this. And these are milestones. These are TPs for your alerts. And your third one will be this over here. Okay? Are you following me? But you're automatically, when you get in a trade, you're going to target the max profit. You're not going to target 1-to-1. You're not going to target here, here, here. No, you're going to automatically target here. But as price is going up and hitting your alerts and closing above the level, yada, 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 as it's going up, you'll break even. Boom. At this level, you take 25% profit. At this level, you take another 25. At this one, you take 50%. So now you're leaving 15 or 25% left on the table. If price wants to continue going up to the upside like this, you just letting the rest run. You been had your whole position completely like completely closed out, but you lean like 5-10% just running just in case prices decides to just go crazy and just moon up. Like, are you guys following me? And like I said, as long as price does not break this right here, Lord, if since this is an uptrend I'm telling you about and looking for, you see what I mean? If it Since this is an uptrend we're looking for above this level, price is going to create higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. I would not be worried. I would not be scared if price does anything coming down, yada yada. It don't really matter as long as it doesn't break any higher highs and higher lows and starts to form lower lows and lower highs. The moment it starts forming lower lows and lower highs, it is disqualifying you out the trend completely. Okay, because price does not just break lower lows, lower highs for no reason, and higher highs and higher highs for no reason. Are you following me? But since we're only looking at what we're looking at, since price did a indication, a correction, a continuation, now price is going to create another. Basically, this is a lower low, lower high. Lower low is going to create a lower high right here and continue down and retest this lower low there, broke. to form a lower high and continue to the downside, just like that. Like I said, I am currently still in this sell. So I'm in this sell from here to here. That was my max TP. But I have the other 15% just running just in case I just want to go all the way down, or like I'm completely, I didn't even, this is the first time in a long time I actually looked at the chart because I had no reason, because price isn't forming anything against me. What would be against me since I'm selling will be higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. Price did not do that. Price right now created a lower low, is forming a lower high right now. Until then, I'm fully confident that, I mean, all profits already made profit. I took 85% profit. I'm just leaving the rest run. I'm still good at the end of the day, so I really don't care what it does. But I'm not constantly looking at this chart because I'm coming more comfortable. I have my alert set. You see alert here, here, here. I'm good. You know what I mean? I only look at the charts when my alerts go off, when I swing. And this is how you slowly revert to becoming a swing trader, just like on this chart and just like on this chart. Like if price isn't breaking any structure and is going your direction, why are you looking at the charts? All you gotta do just set all you gotta do is set alert at each important area and each important zone, so you can at least look at the chart and see what it's doing, just in case it does go in the opposite direction. You're like, okay, let me just close my full position. You know what I mean? That's just typically how you become a swing trader. This is like by far the easiest way I have navigated becoming a swing trader, because I know a lot of people are like, I just can't do it. I need to make money now, now. And I be nervous and I be seeing price do this and do that. I be completely just calm, cool hand loop. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want to learn how to trade ICC the way I trade, or you want to take the trades that I personally trade, make sure you guys tap that first link in the description, and it will be a link to my private trading group. Now, if you want a little bit something more hands-on or anything like that, like a mentorship or one-on-one, DM me on Instagram. It's the same as my YouTube name, and type in the DM box mentorship, and it will allow you to book a call with me, and we can get on a one-on-one. Walk with truth, walk with power. I hope this video helped you guys, and may God favor you.